Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now Jackson on first down. Over the middle, it's caught by Scott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on second down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Washington. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He'll drop to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Washington. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gun.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now the ball comes loose. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option. Taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun. Set. Blue 90.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
They're going to look to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, third and goal.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Gun!
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Gun! 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 Gun!
43's the mic, boy. 43.
On second down, Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And give him a gain of 37. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Boston Scott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken short. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post, that's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now back to throw.
This drive is...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Anthony Barr. In from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep up into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Detroit! 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 No. Jack, Patriot!
They'll run on first down. Scott, and he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Someone moved, flag is out, that's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Leopard!
Here's Jackson to throw. Throw complete, links on to Cooks. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Scott. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. On second down now, Scott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Leopard! Leopard!
On second down, Scott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Watch twist.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
Leopard!
They come out here in the eye.
Switch. Double up.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On 3rd down, it's Scott. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. His throw incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Check 26, check 26.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit.
They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll look to throw here. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
They accepted the risk, and it was rewarded. What a catch on fourth down to create a first down situation. But one more time, what a catch.
And what a catch. It was close, perilously close to a turnover on downs, but he picked up the first.
How about getting his feet down, though? That's footwork.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
This fielded at the 2. What a spin. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Scott, and not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, Scott, and he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Jackson from the shotgun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now Jackson on second down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
From the gun, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be
and he's going to be intercepted a third time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Detroit!
And they'll run it here. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Leopard!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 22 and a first down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Flushed it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50, the 40, he's at the 30, the 20, 10. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores. Pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Hot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Pittsburgh, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.